12.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm not telling you my pick.
No, he's not. A very coy President Obama, trying to avoid the question of which team he is rooting for on Sunday. He said he's hoping for a good game, although his Bears did not make it. And in Northern California, Super Bowl 50 has really taken over right now. You see extra police and federal agents. They are all over San Francisco, making sure that there aren't any issues. And the crew that soars over the big game in the Goodyear blimp, it has arrived, and they're making some practice rounds. And the littlest athletes to compete on Sunday, they are also getting some practice in for this year's Puppy Bowl. Isn't that cute? Well, football fans from all over the world, they are in the city tonight, and they are pumped up for Sunday.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Woo! Panthers!
How big a fan are you?
Since '95, the inception of the franchise.
Why?
Because my husband is a Broncos fan.
So now let's go out live to scene. You're in the heart of all the action. And what's it like to be in the city tonight?
Well, I'm just one of probably a couple 100,000 people. It is absolutely packed here on the Embarcadero at the end of Market Street. This is Super Bowl City. One Direction is cranking about 2 blocks away. I got the Golden Gate right behind me, and look, they're playing videos on the side of buildings. I mean, this thing is massive, but there's so many people that want to get in here. So I whipped out my cell phone. Okay, it's dark, but I wanted you to get a taste of how many people are trying to get in right now. Check it out. Boy, how popular is Super Bowl City here in San Francisco? Check it out. This is the line just to get in. It stretches for blocks. We're not talking about half blocks. We're talking about city blocks, all to try to get in through security. That will then get you into Super Bowl City, where I'm showing you right now. It is a zoo here on a Friday night. But it's a fun zoo on a Friday night. They're probably in here to try to maybe get something to eat. You remember, Super Bowl is all about eating. It's the second biggest eating day in the country next to Thanksgiving. The American Chicken Council, yeah, there is such a thing. They say 1.3 billion chicken wings will be consumed on Sunday. That is 4 wings for every man, woman, and child in America. But if you're thinking about throwing a potluck back in Arizona, hey, you might want to think again. It's illegal outside of the workplace. Let me say that again. Illegal. Let's go live to Preston Phillips. He is over in Apache Junction. And Preston, you found a man whose complaints are actually leading to a change in state law?
You know, see, this is crazy. A lot of people had no idea that potlucks were illegal outside of the workplace. State Representative Kelly Townsend calls this one gigantic legislative oversight. She says when the bill was crafted, it was never intended to make these potlucks illegal outside of the workplace. But because of one Apache Junction member of the community here in this mobile home park, those potlucks being held, they were complaining about it. That's now led to new legislation that's now just working its way through the House.
For over 200 years, people have been attending social gatherings and bringing food to share. We're all familiar with the term potluck. Very few, however, are aware that it's illegal to have one outside the workplace in Arizona.
Oh, who cares? So is marijuana.
That's Roger Ferris. We met up with him at Golden Acres Mobile Home Park, where he gave us the grand tour of the area
Is it?
where potlucks are thrown quite regularly. Roger does a lot of the cooking, while those attending bring food to share.
I never lost one person in here on a potluck.
Representative Kelly Townsend is now working to turn the law around. A couple years ago, she was approached by an Apache Junction mobile home park who held potlucks. One of their residents who happened to know the statutes complained that potlucks were legal only at the workplace. Pinal County shut the party down, and Townsend began co-authoring legislation just now reaching the House that would allow for potlucks to be held anywhere.
I think it was a legislative oversight. We have those all the time. We go through the statutes, and they're called technical corrections. So this is kind of like a technical correction that it wasn't intended on shutting down all potlucks.
Yeah, so right now, if you throw a potluck outside the workplace, you can be fined and or arrested for breaking the law. Townsend tells me she doesn't expect the governor to sign off on this until sometime late summer. Scene, back to you in the beautiful Bay Area, where I guarantee you it's warmer than it is right here in Apache Junction.
Let me tell you, I am right by the water, and it is freezing. I am not going to lie or sugarcoat it. Hey, thanks, Preston. Great report. Again, inside Super Bowl City, but where it's nice and quiet, but yet the tension is mounting is Santa Clara, California, home of Levi Stadium. Sports director Tim Ring is there. Tim, I am scrolling through Twitter. Roger Goodell is blowing up after some of his comments today.
Yeah, you know what, boy, he's a lightning rod. Every time he takes the microphone, news breaks, good and bad, and his reputation takes a big old beating on social media. Seeing, by the way, you got the good end of the stick. A lot of action down there in San Francisco. Here at the stadium, not so much. There's a sat truck guy eating a hot dog over there. That's about the most exciting thing here tonight. Now, I can tell you Roger Goodell was asked about a lot of things today as he gave his annual State of the NFL address. Obviously, concussions and what they're doing to keep players and the game safe in the future was a hot topic. Goodell was also asked, and I thought this was interesting, he was asked if he still feels comfortable and the league still feels comfortable encouraging young people to play football.
I played the game of football for 9 years through high school. I wouldn't give up a single day of that. If I had a son, I'd love to have him play the game of football. I'd love to have him play the game of football because of the values you get. There's risk in life. There's risk to sitting on the couch. What we want to do is get people active. I want them to experience the game of football.
More of the game coming up in sports. I'll check in with current Panther and former Cardinal Ted Ginn. So, Chris, that'll do it for me. I'll send it back to you.
Great, Tim. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Thanks. And set your DVRs now so you can rewatch those commercials. Of course, CBS 5 is the only place you can catch Super Bowl 50.
It's like the sun going down on me.
The Late Show host, James Corden, he has done it again. His carpool karaoke segments, they have gone viral. And this Sunday, it is Elton John in the passenger seat. You can catch the entire segment after our newscast on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's the lineup for Super Bowl Sunday. At 4 o'clock is the official CBS kickoff show, followed by Super Bowl 50 at 4:30. And the game is a special live... After the game is a special live edition of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, followed by CBS 5 News and then CBS 5 News at 10 o'clock. I'll be here. Hope you join us. And if you are a member of the Bird Game, you will want to watch Sunday night. We are actually giving away a pair of season tickets. That's right, season tickets. All you have to do is watch CBS 5 News on Sunday night. We will give you a code word and then enter that word on our CBS 5 Facebook page for your chance to cheer on Big Red all season. Coming up, Booze on Demand, the new way to get alcohol to your door in minutes. Plus, incredible video, what caused the lightning around the erupting volcano, and where you can get a Super Bowl haircut here in the Valley.
Scene McLaughlin, Chris Pickle. You're watching CBS 5 News at 10.